That's insane. How have I got 57 likes? Magic. Magic. Guy's got a screw loose. Next! Bang, bang, baby. My girl's screaming next, you know. She smashed it. What? What? Yeah, you sent him packing. You sent man packing. He couldn't hack it. What I saw was the spazzing out on a laptop screen there. I just saw the circle going around and around and around and around. Yeah, that was too much for man. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. That's why I got a nice long wire. It's like kamikaze with me. I've been like non-professional all day. It's bad, 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 bad. What shape is the world? And his gorgeous girlie, I hear. She just served someone and sent man packing and then went, next. Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. We're back, we're back. Okay. Now, how am I going to run this now with my camera? We've got Astral Thief there. We've got What Shape is the World. We've got this gorgeous girlie. We've got Barry. We've got Reese. We've got Reese's brother. And we've got me, obviously. And Real and Maggie are somewhere. Hi! Nice to see you again. As I said, I'll come back next month. It's good to see you again.
I was thinking to contact you, but there was some problem.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I'm here with my banner. I've been here since about 11 o'clock this morning, and I'm honest to say, I'm having some good conversations. Let me move the camera here, so it's just
I
me.
don't want to come in the camera.
Yeah. So you stay behind the camera. Yeah. Okay. I like anonymous. Okay. I've got another anonymous person here talking to me, but that's how some people are. Some people are just not up for being on camera. But I appreciate you coming over and saying hi. It's gone well today. I've had some really interesting conversations. Not so many people shouting at me today. A lot of people still thinking I'm making a crazy play. And then when I told them, no,
Well, you are doing your job.
that's it. They said, they keep looking at my banner, my friend, and they keep saying to me, well, why do you think it's flat? I said, oh, I'm not making a claim. Where's the edge? I'm just taking your ball away from you. I'm doing what the Most High wants me to do and taking the ball away from you, which was given to you by man.
I don't know to discuss with on the online.
Yeah.
Actually, this is an interesting thing that people should know the planet properly.
Yeah?
People should know the planet. People should know this earth properly.
And they don't.
They don't.
No, they don't. I had a conversation today about gravity, and I said, which one are you talking about? And the man said, gravity, innit? I said, yeah, which one? One's not used, is the current science, and one is used, is the current science. Are you talking about Einsteinian, or are you talking about Newtonian? Oh, I didn't know there was two. But you're going to tell me that's your proof for this, and so I found today it's been funny.
In my understanding,
Yeah.
every people have their own mind.
Yeah.
Many mind, many directions, many thoughts.
Yeah.
But reality is one. Which is we know that we can travel by sea.
Yeah.
And we can travel by plane.
Yeah.
And we can come back in place.
Yeah.
So in a way we can see the earth is.
In a way, we can see that the North Pole pulls us in magnetically.
Yes.
So like these chairs, if I was to go, I'm in America. I'm going now. I'm going over Russia now. Europe, Russia. Okay, let's come back over. I'm leaving Russia. I'm back in Alaska. Here we go. America. Because magnetic north is pulling me in. And if I do the same, the magnetic north is going to pull me in. Either way, we're going to circumnavigate.
Absolutely.
But why? Why do they not do it this way? Why? Why is this?
But in a way.
Why the controversy? Why the smoke and mirrors? Why the Antarctic Treaty? Why penguins in Antarctica? That's all any human can tell me. What have they got in Antarctica?
Because they
King,
love the
king
coast.
penguins. We got king penguins. We got penguins.
How they went there?
Huh?
How they went there?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it's interesting.
It is, but what we're not allowed to do is talk about it because there's so many. Well, we don't know. They're doing tests down there. The science has been down there for a long time.
Coming back to you, I think two persons want to speak to me.
Yeah, I'll be here for a while. Yeah.
Be there.
No worries. Don't know if you can hear that interaction. I just had the guy didn't want to be on camera, but he definitely wants to have an interaction. Okay, I feel so I'm going to talk to some people. Can I ask your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think of this? Are you looking at this? What do you think of it? What's your thoughts? High five. High five. Good job. Did you see that? My man said, I don't believe it's round, I believe it's flat. You got yourself. So sorry.
Beginning of last year,
Okay. No, so all I said to him was, can I ask your thoughts on this? And he said, it's okay, I don't think it's round, it's flat. So I was like, wow, if only every interaction could go like that, right? So I'm gonna ask, you looking at this? You thinking? No? Some people don't want to entertain it. People want to slyly take pictures. They want to look, yeah, but then they don't really want to fully have a conversation about it. I feel like those people are not ready to have the conversation yet. What do you think?
my mum and the auntie and that, they
Sorry, let me look at the
sit
chat.
down, watch videos with me.
Doc Michael, Denise, you, Closet Steve, Bam Bam,
They're looking into things like, chemtrails,
Dolly Daydream,
secret society,
Broski,
all this
007,
That's the sort of reason why I was, curious.
Marilyn Wisby, Cardo, do Pete from work,
Someone was a video.
Denise, Tragic Effie, Dan Hub, Illuminati,
Again, because people say about trust, yes, they say
Rodrigo, hi, nice to see you, darling.
watching the telly and believing online. Maybe what you believe in is a lie. But what source of information?
Nathan Meakin, Bam Bam. This guy's awesome. He's done some awesome stuff today. Shout out Trinity 4 for the awesomeness that he's given today. You've gone back and forth and given some awesome responses to people.
Yeah, I've heard some
I've
interesting
seen some people spazzing out though.
Yeah, we've had a few.
Instead of homonyms though, they just kind of go.
But I had some interesting ones on the way here. I did a little bit of chalking, and as I was chalking, this guy goes past me, he's like, "What? Hey, flat Earth?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's the Earth is flat." He's like, "Oh, I've always known that." He was about my age. He's like, "I've always known. The Bible says the Earth is flat," and he. I swear to you, this is what happened. He took his coffee cup and threw it against the wall. He was so excited. It made his. Oh, it's
That's enough to give me life for the day, Dave.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It was like, oh my God, my hair stood on back on my neck.
Did you see the guy with the he had a dark red hoodie on and he was standing there with his girl just now? I said, what's your thoughts on this? He said, it's okay. I thought, I've always known this. I've never.
So as I got onto the park, I'm not meant to be chalking, right? They told me off a few weeks ago. So I thought I'd chalk before I got right here, and I'm just on the cycle path up there, and I'm riding it, and this guy comes past and he goes, "It's about time people started talking about it. The Earth is flat." I'm telling you, so it's one of those days.
Personal testimony stands for everything.
Yeah,
None of this hearsay crap.
That guy, the first guy that I was telling you about, he works for one of these London bus companies. He was wearing his London bus gear, and black guy, maybe 50 years old, and then he shouted back at me because I'd ridden further down the pavement. So he saw me riding here. I was busy riding, but he got 10, 20 paces from me, maybe where I'd ridden before, and he was like, "Hey, mate, this Earth." I'm like, thinking he was going to give me a hard time. He's like, "I always knew it."
See?
And as he walks away, through his coffee, man, he was like,
See?
what a relief for the guy, you know?
I'm hoping that's giving you some breath of fresh air. Just get out there and start having interactions. Don't wait for the crowd in your area to start doing it. Start doing it when you're at the shop, the coffee shop, the doctors, wherever. You don't have to flat smack people, but don't have a mundane conversation. Don't waste the interaction with it being mundane.
Yeah. Well, then maybe get something like this. This is given to me by my friend
Howard, let's see.
You want to check him out?
Yeah, man.
But this flyer is so full of information. It's like a little newspaper all in one. It's
Love it. And guys, if you don't know who Dave's talking about, scroll down my content by about 2.5, 3 months, and you'll see a stop sign and Howard's holding 10 grand click that. The channel for Howard is in there. Look at the description. And I think you've had him in your content recently as well, haven't you, when he came down
last
to
week
town?
at Speak Sports.
Look at this, guys.
He's in
While you're
Spain.
talking, I'm just going to
He
scroll it up
lives
for
in
them.
Spain, and
Oh, no,
he
wait,
offered,
hold on.
he was on Spanish TV offering 10,000 euros to someone to prove that the award is perfect. So, and he hasn't paid out that money except for trolling his ads. But other than that, I think that this is helpful. You know, like if you've got something to hand to people that's going to just let them probe, you know, it's easy to hand someone something and say, hey, I want to check this out. So now, when I've got these in my hand, I walk down the train and say to people, hey, you want some information? And one is out of three, so yeah, I'll have a look.
I'm hoping you can all read this great, hopefully. Can you all make out what's on the screen just now, darlings? Yep. I'm going to turn it over. It's double-sided, guys. And just go down for you all to see again. I'm loving this, man. Howard's done great with this.
People can get a hold of.
Yes, yes. Yep.
As you put there, are you aware that over 50 governments across the world participate in artificial weather modification? There is a Spanish website, or the Spanish government have admitted it. They're working with NASA to geo-engineer their population.
Yeah.
So, you know, you start bringing this to people's attention, and then you segue into, there's a whole bunch of other lies, like this bollocks.
Bollocks. Bollocks. It's bollocks. It's backing bollocks. It's balling bollocks, yes. 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 Okay. Can you see this, guys? Is that poster downloadable, Dave?
Well, we'll have to talk to Howard about this, because I'm sure that you can make it available. It'd be great to print it.
I can scan it and put it in, if that makes it helpful for people.
Or Howard can offer it. I'm sure it's got because he's more than happy to have
I think he'll probably have the PDF, wouldn't he? He'll probably have the
PDF.
So, I'll tell you what. One of my mods, can you go to Howard's channel, please?
It's called STIRRUP, stirrup, as in a
Yep.
horse.
Yeah, stirrup, as in a horse stirrup. But mods, if you're in my chat room, please go to Howard's. Go down my content to the one with Howard. Click on his links, please, and share them in the chat room. Be really helpful, especially for our Española compadres. Well, now. So yeah, because you know the tour's coming to Spain. Roxanne's taking over the bus from the 16th of September.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go all across France and Spain, Dave. And then I'm going to go up to Finland, and then I'm going to go to Amsterdam for 4 days, and then off to Eastern Europe, which is going to be really fun. And then I'm going to hand over the bus to Ranti, and Ranti's going to give the bus to Adam, and I'm going to get the bus back from Adam, and then come all the way through France and come back through London again. It's going to be great. So you guys get time, come and join me if you're up for it. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I've personally been on the camper. I've experienced it for myself. I've tested out all of the sleeping spaces. It has not one, not two, but 3 bedrooms.
Wow.
And a bedroom
Working
in
shower?
the... Oh my gosh, it's like the Hilton's got nothing on
Really?
this.
Oh my lord.
Okay, it's got not one full-length mirror. Dolly, are you paying attention? We can both get changed on the camper at the same time because there is 2 mirrors, so we can wash our hair and brush it at the same time. And you know, it's little things like that. It's just little. It's got a 5-hob cooker, no oven. But who needs an oven?
I don't think the guys did much cooking last year.
No, that's right. And it's sound, it's lovely, everything works. There's good power in there as well, so we can charge things up. And it's got stuff on the roof that's going to help us. Apparently, you can get Wi-Fi on there, which is like revolutionary. Apparently, we might cook ourselves to death with the whole 5G. So I'm not sure we'll be using the technology that it's got, but I'm telling you, this is a game changer. We do not have to give this one back. This one's not going back. This one's staying with us for good. And what the wonderful thing about this is we're trying to do it differently this time. Obviously, the camper van's been bought. The camper van's been bought. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the donations this time that actually count for something, right? And with that being said, Jason's going to vinyl wrap the bus. Okay, he's also going to put vinyl decals of everyone's channel on that bus. So what we're doing this time is asking everyone's viewers, every retrospective channel that would like to be advertised over 15,000 miles, tens of millions of eyes are going to see this non-static billboard. And eye-catching decals with everyone's YouTube channels or websites, especially if they're uncensored. I'm really trying to appeal to people like TFR Radio, Alchemy Radio, all of the online uncensored radio stations, all of the Truth Network, just the Truth Network in its entirety. If you're a non-partisan broadcaster and you're interested in just finding out the truth about TFR News, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And other channels like that want to be advertised over 15,000 miles and circumnavigate the censorship that we're dealing with online to get their content out to the masses, more masses than they would show maybe leaving it to online. And so we're going to we're going to have placements from £200 right up to the whole back of the camper for £2,000. Once we that's what we're thinking. We're thinking, if you do want to get your channel participating in this, we're going to get the retrospective channels to have people donate to them. Once they meet their target, we can then put a stop on it. We know how many slots are available. I think there are 22 small slots, 16 medium-sized slots, 2 majorly big ones, and 1 massive one at the back. So I think we're talking about 30 odd opportunities for everybody. So we're not going to be able to have an infinite amount on the bus, but there will be a valid opportunity for everyone to get their viewers involved with anything from 200 to X amount. Now, if you're the type of channel that doesn't have the whole monetary thing set up, it's not a problem. On the first Global Eye tour, we saw that it was not a problem for people to come out with cash. We saw that people did that. Now, if you want to circumnavigate the online pay system, we're going to be all over the UK as of the 29th of August onwards. The tour is going to be in Ireland, Scotland, all across England and South England. So if you want your channel to be featured on this, you don't have to do it online. You don't even have to get your viewers to participate. If you're a big fat channel and you got £2,000 to slap down, it might even end up being a bit of a bidding war for the back. But maybe that would be good because it would bring people together again, to get the truth out there.
I think it's just an exciting thing
Yeah,
that's going on
yeah,
for
yeah.
this phase of the truth
Big time.
awakening.
Big time.
And it really has to happen.
Yep.
And it needs to happen with as much fanfare as possible, I think, for sure. So hopefully people that are in those local towns will be coming out and bringing some balloons.
They've been reaching out in their droves
Bring
all
helium
across.
balloons. If you come out, bring some helium balloons.
They've been reaching out in their drones all across
just to
Eastern
get
Europe.
attention. And chalk. Don't forget the chalk.
Chalk and helium balloons. Everyone from Eastern Europe right down to Portugal has been reaching out saying, that's it, we're coming out on this day, we're going to meet you there. Shout out Effie Mex, Alexander, and the whole gang over it there, Sasha, and all the lovely people in their chat room that have reached out to us as well, that have said they're going to come out and meet us all through the Eastern Bloc countries as well. And Malenko.
Awesome.
Malenko.
You need
Malenko round 2. We're going to go on Malenko again. Dave Murphy.
Wow.
We're going to have Dave Murphy on the tour for Malenko, and Malenko's going to get to see the Globe Live Bus. So in my eyes, I'm like, we're going to get on mainstream media. We're going to do our best with the papers, guys. You already know what they do to us. They call us things that we're not. They write articles about us and might try and do, hit pieces on us. We tried our best with the Guardian. All I can say is we did the best that we could with the tools that we had, and we tried to show people what we're not doing as opposed to what we're doing. Because I think people were under the impression we were out here doing things that we weren't actually doing. We're not giving people models that we can't back up. We're saying to people it's clearly, observably flat for as far as the eye can see, but people are still assuming that we're out here telling people there's heaps of dishes flying in space. So I think we've come a long way in the last year because a lot less people come up to us now and saying, where's the edge?
I think that all press is worth having just to create that awareness.
Yeah.
Much more I see people, this is not like the first time they've heard it. I do ask people now, have you heard about this? And
Good, Dave.
They'll know something about it.
Yeah.
Maybe disinfo, but we live in a system of vipers and liars and deceivers. So what else could you expect but for the system to continue to try and maintain that status quo?
Yep.
Some might argue that there's a timing, that they want this rollout or release of the information to happen at a certain pace, and maybe that's the case. But in my heart, I know that I have to just put one foot in front of the other when it comes to being, active and talking my truth. And I would feel good about it. Actually, the more in my journey, anyway.
Just gonna carry on talking.
It's much easier. Hello. Hello. I hope that's not too loud. It's much easier now to to have this conversation because people have already had a whole bunch of ideas thrown in their mind. Now, it's easy for us, if we've done a few years or a few months of good research, to overturn those misrepresentations of what flat Earth is, what it represents, and so on.
Dave's in the chat.
Oh, hey, Dave?
Just talking about Malenko.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Dave. Yeah,
Dave's
yeah.
going to be on Malenko.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave. Go on, carry on. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. Go on.
So, no, I just think that I'm less concerned by like the Guardian thing. I think where I find it more sticky is people think the National Geographic test, where it was at Salton Sea, whatever, where they did the laser thing. That's one of the more tricky ones because millions and millions of people have watched that. People absolutely trust the National Geographic. So I find that one given to me, and of course the Globebusters business of the was it the interferometer or the laser thing that was where they found that there was some kind of rotational force that they picked up. That one kind of throws me a little bit. But this morning I was down at a bowling green and I asked the guys who run it, I said, how do you know it's level? Well, we run a laser over it. It's good enough for them. It's good enough for me. Eh?
Well said, my darling.
All right.
Well
Nice
said.
to meet you guys.
I like that. I liked you at the bowling green. I liked you at the bowling green. I saw you this morning. I heard little Alex's voice dressing. Alex knows what time it is. He knows what time it is. He already knows. He knows. He could never be a baller. He could never be a baller. Daddy's clued him up. Daddy's clued him up.
The barefoot.
I truly wish I'd got in there that early with Jeff and DJ. It would have made things. I wouldn't have made such a rod for my own back. I realised how late I was in the game with it with them and how difficult it was to kind of backtrack everything that I'd taught them. I had to unlearn it again. You've done it the right way with Alex. Definitely done it the right way with Alex. He's so not at the disadvantage that we all are. We're at a massive disadvantage getting taken that far down the road before we've gone, right, well, what's going on here? You know, he's not even 5 going, right, well, what's going on here, Dad? It's true. It's true. And I think that, again, goes into the social acceptance, showing other parents this is not a crime. This is not a crime to tell your children you don't have to buy into this false dichotomy that we're being taught. Yeah, yeah.
It's an act of love.
Yeah.
It's an act of love. That's what it is.
Okay, darling.
I've got the big ones as well.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello, my friend.
This is tiring work.
Hold on, I might have run out of the big ones. One sec. Let me just look.
Have you got any more of these?
Yo, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry.
I need to, yeah, of course you can.
I've only got one of those.
I've got a few more at home, but you can have I'm really useful, aren't they? We're going to get some more made up. Thanks to Howard.
Awesome.
What's up, Howard?
Awesome.
Sub him, sub me.
Yep.
If you can.
Sub
Trinity
everyone.
4.
Sub everyone.
You don't
Trinity
already
4
know that,
with
yeah.
the letter 4, not the number 4.
Yeah.
Just write Trinity and the letter
And
4 and
you'll
you'll
see
find
my
it.
picture,
Yep.
my face.
And he's on my featured channels. If you go to my homepage, John Smith Blowblight, Trinity 4, John Thor, Howard there. Go to all of my subscription channels. That's like a one-stop shop. It's like a what is that place called? Citizens Advice Bureau.
Oh, yeah.
That is the Globblight Advice Bureau. Go to any of these channels and look at who, like someone like David, subscribed to. Go and look at his subscriptions.
You can see that?
Yeah, you can. Go and look at John Smith Blowblight subscriptions. Look at Jason and the Disc Priest subscriptions. Look at Howard's subscriptions. Because this is a nice little point to point. This is the guy. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I told you I don't believe around.
That's okay.
He doesn't believe in the rounder.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't believe in the ball.
If somebody asks you, you tell them why when the sea cables are cut, why the satellite doesn't work? We lost the signal.
Yeah. I want to shake this man's hand.
High five.
Like that.
High five. Thank you. Thank you. A bit of sense in a world gone mad. Mate, my man did you hear what he just said? Mate, man said the satellites can work, so they cut the sea cables, signal lost, mate. Signal's lost. Mate, he's straight up. He's straight up.
No, that's right. I used to be brought up Christian, and I saw it in the Bible. The Bible says Earth is flat and not moving.
It's everything. It's
And the Quran too. The Quran also will talk about the flat
there
Earth.
is no proof about South Pole.
No, yeah. What's your name, bro?
Aziz.
Aziz. I'm Dave.
Dave.
Good to meet you. This is your lady wife?
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Nice man. As if knows. As if knows. As if knows. And you know what? He's never been taught the ball. Imagine that. He said there's no proof. There's no proof for the ball. There's no proof. There's no proof. That's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
No. I can do better than that. I can do. You take that. You have a well-deserved break.
I had like a really aggro.
Circumnavigation.
Yeah, I'll be back in the
Go west. Go west.
I'm going to circumnavigate Hyde Park.
Go west. Let's see if you come back.
I may never come back.
You'll go off the edge, Dave. You'll go off the edge. Clearly off the edge. Yeah, Dave's gone for a walk to find the edge, guys. Nearly. About half an hour, and then we'll be back. Then I'll be yeah. All right, I'll still be here.
You have enough knowledge about this group, yes?
Yeah.
So, what is really their objective?
The objective is to not live a lie. I can't allow society to carry on living a lie that man gave them. Like, for me, it's fundamental.
It means they want a full information.
Well, for me, I'm going back to basics. I'm going back to basics that all of the scriptures state. Do not put anything, don't put any full size or between me. Don't ever do that. Because if you do that, you do everything else right, that's the worst thing you can do. Play your life right.
You have read the Bible. Have you read Bible?
I've read the Bible. I've read the Bible.
Bible is one
I
kind of.
went to a church and my dad Catholic. My grandparents on my dad's side are Catholic. So I've had
So your grandparents are Catholic?
Yes. My grandparents on my dad's side are Catholic. Grandparents on my mom's side are
Protestant. So the fact origin here, the religion teaching is one kind of teaching about the Bible, art, planets, creation, everything. And science teaching totally opposite.
For me, I've reverse engineered it to education. I'm now looking for education myself. I'm asking how they got birth, why they got birth, who birthed them, and for what purpose. Teach the national curriculum internationally. Now, the national curriculum states that this planet has a radius of just under 4,000 miles. That's a lie. That's a lie. You can clearly observe that's a lie. So that's what I'm saying. And that's as far as it goes for me. Once I realised that was a lie, I don't need to worry about gravity, up, down, forces. I'm never, ever up there.
You don't need to go too far over there.
So, say, at the bus, so not states,
You don't need to go too far over there. What you need to ask a question yourself that I am a living human being. I was born as a baby and I'm growing up older and older.
Yep.
And one day I'm going to die up.
Yeah.
And that is the truth.
Yeah. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to live this mere existence in a lie.
But these people,
Once I realised it was a lie, I realised how bad, because fundamentally there's the trinity of truth, okay? Who, why, where. All of that. None of it is taught as truth. Who we are, why we're here, and who put us here is not being given to us in a truthful way.
no.
And that to me is the trinity of truth. So for me, I want to know fundamentally, if you have to teach us a lie, don't do it anymore. Don't do it. How about you just teach us what we do know instead of all of this stuff that might be, this ifs, because this is a belief system. The heliocentric model is a heliocentric
can you tell
model.
me?
But the heliocentric model wasn't taught in the
Now,
scriptures.
can you tell me,
Yeah.
you are dealing with a situation which is a kind of abstract teaching that has been taught from generation to generation, which is lie.
But only
or
500 years ago,
Okay,
people were thrown in prison
I
for
understand.
teaching the globe is a ball.
they taught this. Now, do you think this is important for you, or do you think the social institution that the people are suffering because of inequality in the world,
Of course, because you only have to look at the puppets that control
the
this
financial
place.
inequality?
My friend, if we look at the Trilateral Commission, if we look at the most powerful families on the face of this earth, we look at the Rothschild family, we look at the House of Saud, if we look at the Soros family, if we look at if we follow the money, my friend, if we look at the Trilateral Commission, if
I
we look at
understand.
everything,
I
if
know.
we look at the international think tanks, if we look at the space agencies, if we look at the education system, if we look at the IMF, we look at it all.
Now,
It's all
when you see these
involved.
things, which one important for you? Do you
All
want to
of it.
bring economic justice in the world, or do you want to change the abstract education system? What is important for you?
What's important to me is my pursuit of truth.
Okay.
That the pursuit of truth. My bad. If my pursuit of
Now,
truth and many other
this
people's
is
pursuits of truth messes up the holy balance
now
of
this is
modern society,
this is
then
another
my
thing.
friend,
Yes.
this is a modern day Sodom and
Yes,
Gomorrah, and
absolutely.
I'm here to tell the Most High I'm not buying into that.
Now,
That's not
now
my
this
thing.
is another important thing is, who are you to tell when the public say, who are you to tell what should I
I'm a
believe?
self-evident, living, breathing human being who knows that we're being
Now,
taught a
do
lie.
you think it will be more important if you become a person in the society, in the government, somebody in the parliament, and if you are in the parliament and you speak, this education is wrong.
I'm aiming to
And
go there.
then,
I'm
and
aiming to go to the point where we have
then,
social reform.
then your voice will be heard all over the world.
Well, this is the thing. Next month I'm involved in a tour that's going across Europe. I'm doing 15,000 miles across Europe to tell people this same message.
Okay.
Once I've tried to do that with a
When are you
collaborative of
going?
next month. Next month, yeah.
In Europe.
I'm going to Europe next month, yeah. So we start the
With
tour
a
in
group?
England.
With a group?
Myself and a few other people are doing like a relay where we're going to pass the baton over to do the next set of miles.
Okay.
So I take over on the 16th when the tour leaves UK and goes to France, Spain, goes up to Finland, Estonia, all the way down to Moldova, down to Athens, across to Greece, Italy, back up through Germany. 15,000 miles. By the time I come back, I'm hoping, okay, y'all know what the problem is now. Now let's work out what the solution is.
Solution, yes.
Okay, but we can't
know the
work on the
problem.
solution while the masses are still asleep to the problem. So I'm taking all of what I just mentioned to you to the streets because I can't trust the internet censorship anymore. I need to try and find a way to circumnavigate that and bypass
Now,
it.
if you become an MP in the parliament,
Sorry, darling. Take care, sweetie. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I'm just involved in this conversation. Thanks so much for supporting your bro, man. Well done. Well done. Take care.
if you become an MP,
You know what? Next month I'm going to go on the Globe Live tour. The Globe Live tour starts on the 29th of August, so that'll be all over the UK. So in the meantime, me and Dolly are going to do a really woke meet up in Manchester on the 17th of August. The details will be on my channel about that at some point. So I'm thinking, a couple of people have said, oh, well, why don't you come back next week then? Why don't you come back the week after then? And I thought, wow, I might bang it out for the next 2 weeks because just for 3 months while I'm on this tour, bruv, I'm not going to be able to come here. So anything you can do to hold it down. Yeah, it's all over Europe. I don't get back from the tour until like the 12th of it's November anyway, so I've missed October, and yeah, it'll be the end of November by the time I come back here. So the next few weeks I'm going to try and be here, and other than that, I'm bouncing for 3 months on the tour. And anything that you guys can do while I'm not here, bro. So if anything, I'll come in next week, and then at the point where I'm doing the handover, I'll give you everything I've got, leaflets wise or cards or whatever that I can be useful with. If you want to hold the banner, go for it. The camper vans. Oh yeah, you've got yours in it. Yeah. So do you know what I'll do then? Here's what I'll do. I'll make an appeal on my channel. But if someone wants to come down here, like even Barry, maybe Barry might want it so he can have something to use, or maybe I might give this away to someone to use so that they can collaborate. So I'll definitely hit you up though, and I'll link you up before I come next time, yeah?
I was saying, if you become an MP in the parliament in next elections, and if you have that opportunity,
Yeah, but my friend, how do I go into Parliament? How would I, like, retrospectively speaking, say that was something that I was going to pursue, or someone that I knew would go and do that? How would I get inside that first ring of the onion? Because see when they understand that I'm benevolent, see when they understand that I won't be controlled by the deep state and the cabal, see when they understand that I won't be told a narrative, they won't let me in, bro.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I I doubt it. I doubt it.
Look, it is government is controlled by the elites, and elite has clubs. And if you are a member of the club, only then you could be elected as an MP.
Yeah.
If you are not the member of the club, you won't be.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're not going to let me in the club.
Now, they can, but you need to be introduced there. If you are not introduced, they will not know you who you are, and you have to have desire to serve as a benevolent person.
So what you're saying is you'd have to join a party first. You have to join the party first and
Not
become.
necessarily party. There is club. There is actually it's called elites club.
Okay.
Elites club. If you become a part of the elites club as a voluntary person or just a member, associating with them, and then gradually, then you choose if you want to be in the parliament, which political party.
So basically, I need to be a Trojan horse.
Or
A
it
little
is-
bit like a
it is-
Trojan
it
horse.
is like
I have
that.
to kind of,
You
I
have
get
to
where
be-
you're coming from. So it's a kind of like, okay, let's roll, yeah, I'm in.
Yes, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
Blag my way in.
that is the way
Okay.
to get in.
Okay.
If you don't, look, suppose I say, this is a church, Christian church. And this Christian church believes Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. This is the truth. And if you ask them question, who is the Father and who is the Son, and I don't understand it, they wouldn't say, oh, forget it. They wouldn't let you in. But if they say Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and you don't ask any question, and you say, okay, and that is the way.
So what you're saying is get in, but don't make too many ripples going
No,
in.
no,
No
no, too many
ripples going in.
questions. No.
Just calm.
You just calm down yourself
Get in
and
there.
get inside there, and
And
after
then get
that,
to work.
get to work and be selected. When you are selected, then you will be elected. First, you need to be selected. If they don't select you, you cannot be elected. People do not actually elect the politicians. It is the party politicians select themselves. You understand? To put
Internal selection happens
in a
first.
position,
Okay.
and then they nominate them to the people. That we nominate this person,
Yeah.
and then the people vote for them.
I tell you, at this point, I'm a small channel on YouTube,
Yes.
and I get
But if-
trolled
but
the
if-
most.
but if
I
you
get
can-
trolled so much, my
But
friend.
you can do a great service in the human for the mankind if you want to do it. But you need first idea what to do, how to do, and the way you want to do it. There is a system for everything. Look, today I'm giving an example.
Yeah.
Suppose you are nobody today. You have a small channel, you are running it, and you are Roxanne, you are coming this Flutter group.
Yeah.
Now, this is what you need to recognize.
Yeah.
You meet many people in the street.
Yeah.
You meet many
Sorry, let me
people
just get a
in your
lighter.
life.
Sorry, darling. Can I borrow your lighter? Sorry, darling. Yeah. Go on. Meet many people in life. Yeah. Sorry, darling.
You meet many people on the street. You meet many people on the road. A person you meet can take you to a wrong place, and
the
a
right
person
place.
you meet can take you to a right place.
Yeah.
It is you need to choose
What
and
way?
make decision which person you want to understand.
Yeah.
And a person can lead you into wrong directions.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And if you associate with a person, you think that this person idea is correct for me,
Yeah.
and then you can go with that.
Yeah.
But remember, believe me, you cannot make yourself an MP. You need to be made MP by somebody else.
So you need to get in to be able
You
to.
you need a way to
So
go.
what you're saying is further down the road, obviously if I'm going to be part of the solution, then that is where it's at. The only way you
only
can
that,
vote change.
not only that MP.
Yeah.
Forget about MP. If you go one level above the MPs, national politicians, if you become a freelance like a goodwill ambassador to the world, if you want to become like a famous person, you want to do a greater change than the national change, then you have to go one step further, which is you have to be totally free from ignorance. Ignorance means self-ignorance.
Yeah.
Self-ignorance, or the
I
British
feel
people.
you're right. There is no more room in
No,
this
self-ignorance is this.
self-importance
Look,
and ignorance. You're right.
self-ignorance is this. This British government, when you born, they put you in the school and they teach you how to do good, and you will get a good job. That is it. That's your limit. After you pass your exams, they knows who will be the good slave driver.
They can they can bet their hedges
Who
now.
will
They
be
can
the
hedge their
good
bets on their labour force,
who will
right?
be the good slave driver, and they pick them up and they put them into slave driving machines. and you will become part of the machines. But if you don't want to be part of the machines,
I was for so long, my
you
friend,
need
part
to
of the
free
corporate
yourself.
machine. I did. I freed myself from the
Everything
corporate
is
machine.
everything is controlled by corporations.
Yes, the lot,
So
the lot.
if you want to be
You know,
free
my friend, the
yourself,
more I woke up, the more corporate work made me ill.
yes.
It made me ill. When I was asleep to it, I was part of it. I was more or less a bullet in the corporate machine. And tier one meetings, tier two meetings, tier three meetings, you know, corporate management meetings,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, where you've got minute people and it's too much.
All
It's too much.
machines,
You
machines.
see it filters down to the street. It's
Everything is
everywhere.
machines.
Everywhere.
So if you want
Yeah.
to get rid of this
Yeah.
and first free yourself, which is the first step is know yourself, who you are. If you don't know yourself who you are, you cannot do anything in the world.
Correct.
Because their duty is to block you to know yourself.
Yeah.
The government
Yeah.
is putting you in the machines of education
Yeah.
to brainwash you,
Yeah.
to let you know
Yeah.
what they want you to know.
Yeah.
But if you want to get out of that,
Yeah.
doesn't matter whatever your age,
Yeah.
still there is time for you to become who you want to become.
That's right. Yeah.
And then once you know yourself, you know your power.
That resonates
And
with me
and
massively.
if you know your power, I tell you, you don't have to go through these clubs.
Yeah.
You don't need to go through these clubs to become whatever you want to become.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
called knowledge. Knowledge is the power. If you have the knowledge to construct a building, you can. But you cannot hire a bus driver to drive an aeroplane. I tell you the truth. You cannot hire a bus driver to drive an aeroplane. If you do, he will collide
Wise words, my
and
friend.
it
Wise
will
words.
crash. So the best important things is you need to know where you fit in. If you don't fit in this society and you try to adjust, you are committing crime against your own self will. You are putting acts on your own feet. So first you need to free yourself from the system of things, and that is the way for you to come out,
Yeah.
and then you can become who you want to become.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like you're not being biased anymore.
No, no,
Because the bias is
no, no,
there.
no,
Because
no.
you are in
Yes, because
in
you
the
are inside.
system. As
Because
soon
you
as
are
you
inside.
come out, you can then see the bigger picture, if you will. You
Absolutely,
know.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was recruited to become a naval officer
Okay.
in 1994. 93 actually,
In the
93.
90s, yeah.
And I attended, I joined, and then I rejected it. The reason was I was thinking
Because you realize it wasn't for you.
I was thinking, I'll become a part of the machine, and I don't want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was really free.
You're ready to reject it. You're ready. I'm just gonna say hi to my friends quickly because they're here. Yeah. How are you doing? How's everything going, man? You know what? Some of the people, bro.
No, but I've had some decent conversations, but some
But
of them are
then
just
some come along and
some-
you just think, did you just step out of South Park? Like literally, or Rick and Morty or something. You just think,
That's essential.
and that's
Yeah, we need more reinforcements. You know what I mean?
what is the deal? What is the deal? The amount of people that's come up to me, yeah, and done the whole, so like, I don't believe it's flat. I said, bro, where on there did it tell you it's flat Earth? They're like, it's what it says in it. If you read it, you just stood there for 10 minutes. Were you not reading it? But why? You don't read English or you just cognitive dissonance spazzed out? I don't know. And they're like, well, it's clearly not flat. It's clearly not fucking ball either. Like, we could do this all day, innit? And that's what I've been doing with people all day. Oh, the troll, you know the bald-headed troll guy with the designer glasses, yeah? He's with another guy with a bag on, with a blue shirt. They were chatting over there a bit ago. My man stood there when Mr. Rax was here, and he tried to scream over me, telling all of the crowd, this girl's from the Flat Earth Society. She thinks Earth's a teeth position space, so you know me innit? You know how I can do it. Rasta Rocks came up straight away. I was like, I know that. She went nuts. And then you know, like after you do it, and you go, yeah, so I'm gonna go. But I wasn't having that. But how can you stand there and you do this whole while you're a member of the Flat Earth Society? Who are they? Who are they, please? Because these guys are deep, you know. They're under the radar. Those guys think it's a pizza dish. I'm like, nah. That's who was it? Was it Bart that always kept on calling up the bar and prank calling the bar? No, that's them, man. That's them, man. They keep turning up an hour before us going, oi, them flat earthers, they think this, they think that, they think this. And then all these people come over and they go, oh, you silly flat earthers, man. You think it's like a, where's the edge from?
One guy, I just said that question. He goes, oh, so where's the edge? I said, let me say anything about it. He goes, oh, so
That's
there's
what
no
I
forever.
heard. I did. I'm gonna have to cover the mic. Yeah, you know when you just think it's time to troll, you're not getting trolled. You lost your edge. You fucking lost your edge. Go back to your barber and ask for your money back. Straight up. So that's my response. And I don't know if you see my Instagram. I don't know. Wise words of a brilliant man called Jose Mourinho. I don't know if you know him. Yeah, man. He's a little bit of a football manager, but he's kind of like new age Oscar Wilde because he said this quote, and I quote, I will do his accent as best as I can. So, chat room, I hope you enjoy this. Okay? If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what time this is. So, someone comes up to me and says, where's the edge? Here's how Jose Mourinho would respond to that. That is not good question. You make look like it's my fault. You make look like it's my problem. When in fact, it's not good question. So I don't like this question. You take this question, you go away. Fine. Why are you making it look like it's my fault? You're making it look like it's my problem. It's not my problem. The globes are lying in it. It's clearly a blue flat. You lot keep giving me issues, man. It's not my problem. Like, well, if it's flat, then how do no? Rephrase. Like, if it's supposed to be a ball, I should be able to. Why do you keep starting the questions with if it's flat? No, if the claim. We're talking about the claim. I feel like I'm bringing people back to Nathan on the street, and I feel bad for doing it. But it's like they bring it on themselves. You keep bringing some false fucking shit to the conversation.
There is some genuine people that do come here and they want to leave you, so they actually
That's what I like. I like. I like.
You get the idiots come up and they're always like,
Too
oh
much.
yeah, so why don't we fall off the edge? And,
Cats would push out all their toes.
yeah.
Show me your flat Earth Society membership, man.
So why don't we just go to Antarctica? Well, you he loves it.
Space is cool.
That's how much you're trying to push it.
Yeah, I had a couple of Americans telling me space is cool again today. Why do you believe they went to the moon? Space is cool. Really? Hiya, how you doing?
Young lady.
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've had some good conversations.
Really woke, yeah? Really woke, Chef.
Really well. Hmm?
I'm loving it.
Thank you. Thank you. I've had a good day. I've had a good day. There's been a few idiotic program responses, but other than that, people making crazy assumptions. Making crazy assumptions.
Your response when that fight thing with the gym, and you're in the background like,
I was, you know them dumbfounded looks where,
which is like, what's going on there?
right? So our banner was literally underneath it, and like I'd literally just come to the fence to film everyone and hold my mic there, and so I'm doing. Bruv, I was so lost. This is how lost
You
I was.
actually came to film.
No, not the fight. Remember?
No, I'm saying you came for the purpose to film whatever.
No. Imagine the whole chase was obviously happening unbeknownst to me. But a lot of us were parked over there. So where I was talking to, I wasn't watching no face in it. So my friends were on my banner at the time. Another guy that had the Hopes t-shirt on, Jason, and all I was looking to do was come back behind him where I had just been, which was all calm. And I don't know where they came from, there or. But anyway, like literally 45 seconds before, we were all just like blah 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 blah. And I just went, I'm just gonna go and get my charger, yeah. And I went like that, and I came back, and then all of a sudden, I'm just in the back of Jeddah, and I'm going. And I was just like, but then I got scared. Do you know why I got scared? I froze because it was only a few days before that I saw those boys getting acid attacks in their car, and then it was just like,
I haven't seen that, though. I've
yeah.
heard about it.
So I was a bit. I just thought everyone was so acting like really hysterical. So I was like, what if? I always think of the what if, and then I've got like a little bit of I don't know. You know when your legs go like and go wobbly. I was like, you know what? I'm actually genuinely scared stiff, and so I just couldn't move. And as I was like trying to breathe, everyone just moved away. And I was
I
like,
didn't think he was scared, to be honest. I think he was.
I was just like,
I wasn't
I'm
sure
one
if
of
he
them
was ready
shit
to bang.
people.
I thought he was going to be ready to bang and heads off them.
Nah, nah. I'm ready to go with women, but I'm not ready to go
You're
with
going
men.
to show them what the flat earth really means when they're laying on it.
You know them. I'm gonna lay it on the line for everyone right now. But yeah, I was slightly intimidated only because I saw the venom in certain people's faces.
Yes.
Because where Jedi was, he was there, but I was like at eye level. I saw some demonic faces that day. Like with people on things. Certain people all on
What you have to
madness.
remember is there was a conversation between a few of them guys before of what they planned to do when they came down.
So there was pre-talk.
Because when they approached him, there was a conversation.
All I took from it was I went to school in the 90s. I was schooled in West London. My school was on the borders of Putney, so a lot of kids from Battersea and Clapham Junction and all around that area went to my school as well. A few people from Fulham went to my school, so there was a lot of kind of South West London people at school. And at my school, those kind of parties, isn't it? That was the standard. Like,
This is
the
the thing.
standard. So it's like, what I didn't like was how it became a cultural thing. And I just thought that's what they want. They want people divided, isn't it? Not they. I'm saying society would like that.
No, but these guys use the term Islam, Muslim, Jahiliyyah to get the backing.
Yeah.
Because the logic behind it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Your
I
guy
agree.
attacked someone else. The guy should have punched him to the floor, but he didn't. He just held him back. You get other people, obviously angry, they'll done what they did. Simple as. The guy still didn't thump him up or kick him or threw him to the floor.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember my position.
No, the calf there. I do need to go over there for another drink though. Just there, the calf right there. You can get a bottle of water there.
Okay. Yeah, no, my thing, I don't know if you remember.
The what?
The new thing.
When was that? Hi, you're right. Nice to meet you. I'm Roxanne. Billy, nice to meet you. Oh, in real life. High five. So do you come here? Have you come here before? His name is What Shape Is the World. This is his gorgeous partner, and we're Globe Deniers first and foremost. Yeah. I'm not bang. Globe Deniers. Boom. Not a flat earther. I can't help it. Globe Deniers first and foremost, but clearly and observably flat. That makes sense. But I can't take the label flat earth. I'm not going down that road. But I know that's where they want us. They slightly want us there. I'm not going there. But that's where they want us. They want to put us in the flat earth. I feel like as soon as they do that, that's when the ridicule and bullshit sets in. Because I'm still looking at what a flat earther is. I don't know what a flat earther is. I'm still watching for that.
Globe denier suggests intrinsically
No, that's a program response.
denying stuff.
All right, but for the masses,
more true than false. You see, globe denier. So they're the central aspect. If you're flat earthers, you're the central aspect. Yeah, exactly. Do you understand? I'm just saying that the burden of proof is on them, really. They've got to prove that their religious beliefs are true.
Yeah.
They've got to prove that they believe. See, this is the thing, right? It's a globe. Proof that
so it's a globe. I need proof that it's a globe. Yeah. I don't know because every test I've gone out. Let me say this. I've gone out and done measured observations with learned individuals that have got more letters after their name and have studied like for decades. Of course I have. Oh my days. Live. Documented. What do you mean? Why are people like confused as to where this documentation is?
I've seen you live, I've seen you
Okay, so the measured observation that has been done multiple times disproves the model that we're all taught. The same model that the space agencies use for trajectory back into Earth's atmosphere, yeah? The same model that they have to account for curvature, yeah? We're busting that same model, and all we're doing is we're going out to test if the globe is a lie or true. Okay. None of us have gone out to go and test if you'd have to explore the whole room to do that, and I don't know who's got access to the full picture. So no, but as a person, if I say I'm going to go out and prove it's flat, I need to kind of do the whole room, innit? Like, I can't do that. So, but what I have done is I've gone out to go and show people, is it what we've been taught or isn't it? Okay? So I've taken, with learned individuals, what it is we've been taught on paper, and I've gone, right, let's see if this matches up. Let's see if it matches up on a baby scale at 9 miles. But no. Let's see if it matches up.
What they say, if it's a globe,
Okay, look.
talk about the curvature space, 8 inch.
Basically, it's the same thing.
I swear he was arguing with somebody who had to work out there.
That's no.
But
That,
you
you're
argue with
putting
somebody,
words in my mouth. Hello. Let me finish. Let me finish.
How
Yeah?
did you work out the curvature?
Let me finish. Yeah.
This is the finished one.
Okay, so once we've spoken to people from space agencies, regardless of what you know, I'm going to go with what the space agencies are telling me they're going with, innit? I'm going to go with the rate of curvature that the space agencies are using to go in and out and back and forth and up and down and up and down, yeah? Apparently the Apollo missions were real. Apparently they went to the moon. So they have been in and out a few times. And they needed to use the rate of curvature for their re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. So I hope your calculations that you're going to give me in a minute match up with the space agencies. Or again, we've got another discrepancy. So let me hear yours before I go any further.
Sarcasm is funny. I've not got a calculation.
Oh, you've told us that one was wrong though, so bring me the real one.
I can tell you that
Show me.
8 inches per mile square is something
I want,
parabola. Yeah, so it means that the shape is not going to be curved backwards. So basically, this is test tubes.
do you know how to get a calculation of the circle? How do you do that?
The radius
There you go. Yeah. So do you know the number of the radius? Do you know the radius that the space agencies use? It's on there somewhere, but I've saved everyone some time, innit? I'm trying to help everyone out here. But everyone else is going, you're wrong, and I'm going, let me hear it. Let me hear it. So Veli, let me hear what you're saying. Let me hear it. I want to hear it.
I want to throw something out there. Since Billy
I want to hear how you're saying
this
it.
is how they measure the curvature of the Earth. Yeah.
So they got a different measurement from the same radius.
It's not 8 inches per mile square, but this is how they measure it. Yeah. There was basically, the story is that there was a Greek guy.
Yeah.
Saw shadows on one side of Egypt, and saw the shadows in another city, Alexandria, wasn't that big. You know, like when you're sometimes
Talking about them shadows. Isn't it?
big shadows. Yeah. So from that, he worked out the
We'll
radius.
let him finish. Though. May as well let him finish. I'm going to let him handle this one, innit? I'm going to let Belly finish. So Belly's had this piped up for a while, so I want to let him get this out.
Before you get to the other point, I just want to ask, how did the guy in that Egyptian place communicate with the other guy? Was it by pigeon?
No,
Or
the guy measured it himself. He measured one.
Cool.
He
what, on
measured
two
Well,
different
no,
days?
he's done that.
So it wasn't on the
That's
same day.
So he measured one shadow. Yeah. So how
Down
far
a well.
that shadow was, yeah.
Yes.
Then he got a radius from there to there.
Aristophanes.
And
That's the one.
calculated how big that angle
It's a playlist, code tag.
and then he calculated the next angle and worked out the radius from that.
Oh,
And the
okay.
radius what he worked out wasn't perfect, but it was like a bit smaller than the actual calculation.
And you know that works both ways as well, don't you?
What way?
It can work on the flat
I
earth
need
as
to
well.
just find the lighter, guys. 1 sec. Yeah. Have you got a lighter, darling?
Shadows.
So you're saying if the earth was flat,
And then the sun was
the
smaller and
shadow-
local, it will be exactly the same.
No, okay.
It works both ways. Thank you, Stacey.
But the fact is, even Neil deGrasse Tyson said so himself. He said, if the world was flat plane and the sun was smaller and local, we would have the same exact result.
Here's the question.
So it doesn't work both ways.
Hold on. Wait. Yeah, but let me just finish that. It's gone. All right, and then you just have a go. Yes, on the flat plane, the way the sun is supposed to be angling onto the globe, you wouldn't be getting the shadow in the same shape that you're getting.
That's if you're assuming that the sun is 93 million miles away.
Yeah, which is a
That's
massive assumption.
so
We've got no
that's
evidence
the
of that.
So
No,
yeah,
we've got no evidence. We're not
There's no
talking about
scientific proof.
calculations because I can do something in maths that's legit, right? So let's say in maths, yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I got X amount of ice cream. So let's say I got 5 ice creams, yeah, and there's like 6 of you. So in maths, I can give you an ice cream. I just left with -1 in it. In real life, it's not gonna work.
It's just symbols. Remember the symbols. Yeah? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, right, look, in maths, look, in primary school, let me finish, in primary school, the question will be, Molly has 6 ice creams. Molly wants to give 7 ice creams away. How many ice creams is Molly left with? -1. In real life, if Molly has X amount of ice creams, Molly can't give everyone ice creams because she can't really be left with -1.
It's only a calculation.
I'm giving it as an elementary of
But this is,
you know,
let me say
example.
something now, right? All of you
I could make a unicorn in that. We could probably make a
right?
unicorn in
This
that.
is what I'm saying.
Wouldn't be able to do it in real life, but we make it in
yeah.
that.
This is my issue is we should never conclude about the earth being flat or globular based upon what the system tells us.
Correct.
Exactly.
That's where I'm coming from.
No, I'm saying either or.
Thank you.
Because
That's
they've been
exactly
lying
where
from
I'm
the
at.
beginning anyway.
All we can
But
go
my
on is
point
natural
I'm saying
observation.
nature has so many different signs of itself. Yeah. So I'm saying my issue is that egg shapes are everywhere. Cells, eggs, etc. However, the bit that I have a problem with is if you have this big hole, whether it's squeezed in or whatever, the water, the ocean on this side, why does that not drop out to the sky?
Gravity.
Oh wait, I can pick a bucket of water.
I'm so
Why
glad
not
we're at gravity, bro. I'm excited.
Gravity.
You know when you get excited when someone brings up gravity, I'm like, do you want to go first with me?
Oh,
You,
no,
I
no,
mean,
sorry.
you,
No,
you,
you go,
you,
no,
you
no,
know,
no,
you,
no,
you,
no,
you.
I want you lot to listen. Centrifugal and centripetal forces.
This is exciting. I'm gonna let them man go first. I'm so get in there. I'm gonna get in there.
He's got to say.
I'm gonna get
Because
in
up to
there.
now, no one's been able to.
Can you feel it, bro? Can you feel it?
We're not upside down in Australia. We're not upside down.
Wait.
Listen,
So the antipode.
Gravity. Done. I'm getting my coat.
Listen to what I'm
You
saying.
dealt with it.
Listen
You
to
put me
what
back to
I'm
sleep,
saying.
bro.
This is what I'm saying.
You know why though, yeah?
You put me back to sleep. To be honest, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. We've been put back to sleep, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Have you heard of
It's a wrap.
have
We're
you
back
heard
to
of
sleep.
density and buoyancy? Why do you
Man, put us back to sleep.
Okay, why do you
All I want to know is
why do you
where's my ball? I'm sleeping. You put me back to sleep with that. Like,
on the air molecules.
There you go. There you go. So why did the keys fall?
why did the keys fall?
So why did the keys fall?
Of gravity is not massively heavy. See, I can break gravity's force like that. That was me breaking gravity's force. Yeah?
Gravity.
Jumping up. Yeah?
What gravity are you talking about though?
You can't prove it's gravity, can you?
Can I ask a question?
No, listen, no.
Can I ask a
Listen to what I
question?
just said. Go on.
I just
Let
want
me
to.
get an explanation.
Yeah. You're right. No, it's all good. It's all good. I got questions. Okay, I just want to ask, yeah. So let's say I take. Let's say I just want to know how gravity is dealing with this. All right. So I take a nice big tub. I fill it with liquid mercury, and I'll fling a £110 anvil in that. Tell me what happens to the anvil. Yeah, iron anvil.
Anvil in mercury.
In mercury. Liquid mercury and iron anvil. Surely gravity is going to deal with that, isn't it? It's going to sink, innit? It's going to sink. It's going to sink or float. Sink or float. If, go on. Say it without saying relative density.
Yeah, but
Bang.
the thing is, but anvil's floating mercury. Anvil's
Can you
floating.
answer?
Stop. Listen, you both know, he can't say nothing else except what he's been taught on these issues. Wait, stop.
Listen, no one can say nothing.
I can do this all night.
I don't understand this.
Listen,
That's a straw man
will you
argument.
wait?
It's not. Wow, man said it's a straw man argument. Where's Nathan? Where's Nathan? Nathan Oakley. Are you in the chat room, Nathan Oakley? Nathan, if there was just a button where we could just bring up the debate show. Boom.
I don't know what it is, but it's one
Boom.
Mute you right there.
Boom.
I'm just gonna mute
All the
you
other
right
stuff
there.
don't mean nothing to me. I want to know about the ocean being kept up on the other side of Earth.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I don't know. All the other stuff, they can manipulate mathematics. They can tell you about the light and how it bends and
Can we ask
refraction.
what gravity
All
is
of that.
talking about?
I
I
want
think
to
he
know
knows.
how
No,
the
I'll ask
ocean
him.
is kept up.
Alright, so what type of gravity?
Wait, phone a friend. Phone a friend. If you want to be a millionaire, phone a friend.
Reinforcements.
He said he secretly texted.
You good?
Yeah, cool.
Mum, I'm at the park,
I'm a
mum.
pickle right now. They caught me. They spotted me.
See, the thing is, we've heard this all before. We've heard this all
That's what I'm
before.
saying. That's what I'm trying to. But I want somebody to give me their explanation because they all say gravity. They say
It's something that
centrifuge.
works. I want something that really works.
I'm saying okay, then explain how gravity is so strong. That if I went to Australia I can pick up a bucket.
Or how about the cumulus clouds that's over a million cubits?
Sorry.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Right, so
No
what
Saved
type of
by the
gravity
Bell. No
are you
Saved by the
talking-
Bell, Billy. No
What
Saved by
type
the
of
Bell.
gravity are you talking about? So what form of
No.
gravity? Is it Newtonian gravity or
Oh,
Einsteinian
you
gravity?
gave it away, man. You should have left it for
No,
a bit
but
longer.
which one?
Should have
I
left that.
know.
But you're giving him a
But I know,
clue.
he didn't know.
Which one are you talking about?
We're talking about gravitons. What are that?
Which gravity are you
What
talking
gravity are you
about, Bell?
talking about then, Mister?
Because that's your main argument, bro.
force called gravity. That is
No. Which one?
Which one? Which one? Which one?
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, you're trying to make us
you.
listen. So we got to identify
asked you your
for the
question.
purpose of the
You answered the
argument.
question.
Which one?
He doesn't know. Except that you don't let me finish what I'm saying. If he knew,
He's going to tell us. No, we
don't-
didn't
tell
let him
us then.
finish. He's going to tell us.
Tell us.
What I'm saying. The thing called gravity, yeah, is the force that is pulling,
Wait, you
yeah,
didn't tell us which one.
the attractive,
No,
the
wait,
attracting.
But I don't know what one you're talking about.
So you're talking
Yeah,
about
gravity. I don't
No.
care which one.
Don't give him
No,
no more.
You can try and
No
show
worries. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
No. This is perfect.
This one.
No,
Time
okay,
is
no,
up.
why you're
Up.
wrong in simple terms, yeah? You said forces attracting to each other, which is Newtonian gravity, but that's been superseded by Einsteinian gravity. So that gravity.
Man brought the wrong gravity. He brought the wrong gravity to the argument.
Space time. Oh.
Are you gonna say?
Are you not bending space time?
Hold on a sec. Are you trying to say that the Earth, as a massive force, does not attract and is not the biggest pull of gravity?
That's not
According
that's
to
Newtonian gravity.
No,
Einsteinian. That's the one
That's
on
what I'm
now.
talking about. I don't care which one it is. You've got to
No,
try to
but
straw man it.
no.
You don't know.
Straw manning you.
Stop jumping in. Okay. And let me finish my sentence because it's like every time I talk two words, it's. Should we time it? So come on.
Okay, go on. We'll let you finish your sentence. Go on.
So, like I was saying, yeah, the gravity is the force, yeah, that is attracting the things to the Earth. That's what I was.
Newtonian.
Just
Newtonian.
listen. He hasn't said it, but he's using
Newtonian gravity. That's been
Now the
superseded.
scientists he's trusting have already put.
I'm sorry.
You trying to take it back out and recycle it?
You used the wrong one, bro. You used the one that's not the current use science.
Yeah,
as
they're
your
ready,
argument.
they're ready.
Do you know what would have
they're ready
happened
to
to
put
you in
that
a
in the
U debate, which didn't happen to us
Put
when
that in
we
the
went
bin
to
a long
Oxford?
time ago.
I'm just going to tell you what
Einstein
didn't
came
happen
and
to
he
us at
scrapped all the
Oxford.
Newtonian stuff and he started talking about the bending of space time. And the bending of space time is the current gravity which they're using now.
You have to go and watch some more.
You have to
Piss that you used the wrong one, man. I wanted you to use the right one so we could have gone further.
They're free as well.
You let it down.
Go and watch a
You
YouTube
let the
video.
side down for
Einsteinian
using the wrong one,
gravity.
man.
So on. I mean, we all should know
Kelly,
that.
do you know how much high hopes I had for this fucking conversation, brother? You just lost it there. You were supposed to give us the
No, you
right
thought he was
one.
coming with
He
something.
gave you the clue.
Let's go.
I thought he was coming in. Oh my days, I thought we were going to go for a good hour. He stumbled at the first furlong. He stumbled at the first furlong.
These Bill fans.
The first furlong. The first furlong, man.
Let me give you this.
The horse fell.
Even if you prove that that's right, you still have not proved that this is not a flipping globe. This is a globe that we're on.
You're the one that believes you live on a globe.
You believe that it's not a globe.
The burden of proof
Hold
for
on.
you.
Can I just,
The burden of proof.
let me just calmly and coolly and collectively.
I'm neither.
Let me
at the
tell
moment.
you
So
how.
I'm neither, right? What I'm saying is, at the moment, the majority of, let's say, the
It's about
gravity scientists anyway. So, but you've been arguing like a damn scientist.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You argued the academic point a bit.
I'm not a scientist. Hold on. One second.
Yeah. All right.
You definitely aren't a scientist. You don't know the difference between Einstein and
Yes,
Newtonian.
it's not mine, but if I could have it back, because I borrowed it off someone as well.
How are we going to stop this talking? But anyway, what was he saying? No, what's back? I'll tell you what the straw man is in the argument. Is that people keep saying you can't learn of someone that's academic. Like, everyone doesn't learn of someone else. Everything that you know,
Can I have some chat participation? Any chat participation?
What are you saying?
Yeah, I don't want to say this, but the whole chat room was laughing at you using the wrong one.
That's all right.
It's not fair. We all had high hopes for your argument. bro. No, they all know they're not living on what they were taught. That's all. That's the fundamental difference.
There's nothing wrong with studying.
Learned individuals in the chat room. Learned individuals.
The point is to also critique it. In other words, don't be a person that just says, they said, and follow it. Like some religious doctor that says,
You made that. This is what these lot do. Now, that's what you snake ourselves going to do. Oh, it's like a priest. Hold on. So what do these lot do?
That's controlled opposition. That's controlled opposition talk. Are you sure you're not Antifa? Are you Antifa?
Eric Debate.
Are you Antifa?
Eric Debate is your priest.
Bruv, do you know what? Eric Dubay. Do you know what? Let me speak, bruv. Let me fucking speak. You're gonna bring fucking Savanier into it, fucking Belen Savanier. Do you know what? That prick, Eric Dubay, came for me a year ago, calling me fake and controlled opposition because I don't want to fucking be a part of his narrative. Do you know why? Because he's a fucking flat earther, innit? No, bruv, we're not. It's not a fucking globe. Oh my days. Bruv, do you know what? That's how programmed Veli is, yeah? He needs a belief system to lead one. That's a shame. That's a shame.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why you believe in flat earth.
But hear what? Can I tell you something?
No.
Can I say what I need to say?
No.
Can I finish? Can I finish? I don't use the word. I prefer you use the word God, but I don't use the word God. I don't play with Jesus, God, all of that.
Most high,
Yeah, bruv, the Most High, yeah. Do you know why? Because most scriptures that people pertain to.
I'm higher than your most high. Say that.
Bruv, I'm sure. I doubt it. I doubt it. Right now. Okay. Anyway, let me finish. Most people that subscribe to some form of scripture understand that their retrospective gods told them not to take any false idol given to them by man. So, my point is, man gave people the ball, and you know what? They go nuts if you take it away from them.
How do they go nuts?
Look at you, bruv. You're a perfect proof of that.
He hasn't proven. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen to this then. Yeah?
Cool.
This is the thing that proves the fucking flat earth thing is bullshit.
See? Again, controlled opposition.
Yeah.
Tell me, no, reiterate this. Tell me the globe is legit. Stop talking about flat earth, because I'm not talking about flat earth. Stop making everyone think this is a flat earth.
Yeah, the globe is real.
Go on, what's your proof?
Scientific proof of
Give it now. Show me.
Seasons, time
Oh
zones.
shit.
Wow, it's got us.
That's it, I'm going home. Get your coat, done. Wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Belly, you smacked it. You smacked it. Cool.
What you saying?
Cool.
You can prove.
Cool, bro. Cool.
On a different model than the
Do you know about perspective and lines of convergence and all of that? Do you know about that? Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Listen, stop.
Cool.
You two
I'm a globe head again.
No,
I'm with him on this one. I'm going back to sleep.
This is abuse.
I'm going back to sleep.
He's abusing.
I'm going back to
Not as
sleep.
educated as
I'm going back
advice.
to sleep.
No?
Belly, you took me back to sleep. I'm about to go on a zoo and go back to sleep. Fine. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. I'm gone to sleep. It's cool. Seasons. Why didn't we think of seasons, bro? How did I get the banner made and everything?
You found a hole in our argument. You don't know what you're talking about. That's all it proves.
But do you know what I do rate you for doing? Having this conversation. Because you know what next people won't do? They won't even entertain it. So I fully rate you for doing it. That's right, and I agree with you because in a sense that's backing up some kind of crazy model that you'd have to say we'd have the burden of proof on. And I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game. Listen to what I'm here proving, bruv. I'm proving you were taught a lie. I don't need to. I just proved you were taught a lie and you don't want to accept it. That's your fault. No, do you know what? Do you like football? I wonder if they like football. It's not my fault. You make it look like it's my problem. Make it look like it's my fault. It's not your fault.
Let's be fair. You're hiding and standing on
You're making this look like it's my fault. You're making it look like it's my problem, and I didn't teach you the lie. Okay? In the words of Jose Mourinho, you make it look like it's my fault. You make it look like it's my problem. It's not a good question. Okay? Shout out Jose Mourinho. In the words of a wise man.
Which one's my cameraman?
He's on the blue pill.
Blue pill up. Let me do.
I'll tell you what. It's either that or he's smoking the wrong tea bar. Smoking the wrong tea bar.
Yes, you have. Look at him. Honestly, put the camera. Bro, if we let you talk, how about I finish the sentence? You can stand there. They're talking about speak. Hold on, bro. Tell the truth.
I do like to interject. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I will stop interjecting. Okay.
All right. What we're gonna do?
All right.
How long do you want?
My chat room is saying I'm going to get myself killed. I don't know what they've. Obviously not from London, innit? It's a shame. You know what?
Don't worry, man. She's fine. She's fine.
I'm alright. I'm alright. This is banter anyway. This is nothing. There's no violence happening here. We're just catching jokes. And do believe we've interacted.
Yeah, it's
People
just
are in my
passionate
chat room
argument,
saying
that's-
Roxanne's gonna get herself killed. I'm like, relax yourself.
Gonna get what?
They think I'm gonna get myself killed.
No. We're family here. We're big people.
Yeah, it's nothing
we're
bad.
family here.
They don't live in London. Can you tell people that don't live in London? People
So
seem
how long
to
do you want to speak?
think it's a mad thing.
No one interrupt.
I will promise I will shut my
How
mouth.
long?
Say your thing.
You two.
Look, look, they'll give you.
I want to explain.
Uninterrupted. Let's go.
Belly,
Explain the season.
Belly,
Go on.
before you start
He's
talking.
got us for the
Can I
season.
borrow your
How
laptop?
long? Don't you know how long you want?
See, look at that. Even though you're flat, you can
Oh my God! Don't.
Carry on.
I just want to explain something.
Yeah, a minute, 2 minutes. Let him talk.
Just let me finish, and then when I stop, I'll just say something. I'm just gonna say, basically, so in January,
Don't fuck up this time.
in January, when the Earth
Keep
is
it
closest to the sun, it's winter in the northern hemisphere. So the Earth is closest to the sun, it's winter in the northern hemisphere, but it's summer in the southern hemisphere. The Earth moves around a bit, and then the different seasons are opposite, always opposite. When it gets around to July, it's summer, like it is now, but it's winter in the southern hemisphere. So it goes round the season because the Earth is spinning at a
Wait.
tilt. That's how the sun is hitting the Earth.
Right.
When
And it's on the tilt as well, yeah?
I want to see it.
on the tilt.
On the tilt. And it's a squeeze as well, yeah?
It's squeezed.
No, I'm just
No,
on
no,
the
no.
tilt.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
We ain't said that to tilt.
Let him finish. 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 Go on. Basically, I'll finish my hand. So there you go. I'm tired. So is that your proof of the goal? Okay, but you know that works
By
both
the way,
ways.
he accepted the tilt, though.
The other way. Tell me how it works. Tell me how it works on a triangle Earth, a square Earth, a rectangle
No,
Earth.
how it works on not a
Tell
ball.
me how it works on a
Not a ball.
global Earth.
On what not we do.
Do you want to take this one?
You go.
If the sun is small and local, if the sun is small and local, it works on both. So if you have a summer solstice and you have a winter solstice, so the sun will be circling closer to the North Pole and then further away from the North Pole. You'd have to see it for you to
When it
see
circles inner to the inner part of the
when it's inner to the
northern
North Pole,
hemisphere,
that's our
it's
summer.
Australia and the
And that's
outer
their
hemisphere is
winter.
winter.
When it's out,
Why does it do that? Why does it do that?
huh?
That's flat Earth.
No, so how does the sun move around? What shape is the sun?
Okay, all right. Let me.
What shape planet
Seeing
is
as
the
you
sun
keep
moving
putting
around?
labels
Planet. You
on,
never said
I'm
planet.
just going to keep
You said
calmly
plane.
talking. You can listen
Plane.
if they want to talk over me. It's fine.
You said
He
plane.
said flat Earth. So, if he believes in the ball,
You're the
he
charlatan
wants
here.
to me. If he
You're the
entertains
charlatan here. You don't want no globe zealotry here.
With what?
If he entertains the discussion of entertainment space,
Oh, that's too much. Don't do that.
Would you entertain the discussion of infinite space?
We don't believe in
Infinite
the
space.
globe.
Infinite
Infinite
space.
space.
We want
Whenever it's
That's what I'm saying. What are you doing?
Okay, so he's telling me because of that I'm a flat earther. All I'm going to say to him is I'm not a flat earther because no one can explore the room. It's putting them. I don't know why he does that. Bro. It's so unhelpful.
Bro, no one said that. That's what I'm saying. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you don't know. So there's to learn. That's what learning is about.
Okay.
That's what learning is about.
I don't mind learning.
So as soon as I use any kind of visual representation, you take that as me labelling.
As in, you know, it's not.
It's quite fair for him to do that.
I'm saying that, yeah.
Because otherwise, how can he?
He's on a
I'm saying that.
yeah.
Is that obviously you twix the leg. You can't just seasons on the planet. I need to know what shape the planet is, where the sun's hitting, how the sun hits the planet, how people are seeing suns at different angles and at different heights on this planet, and how
Can
this
I
works.
ask you a question then? What's your evidence of curve?
You didn't even answer my question.
Oh, sorry. What was the question? Sorry.
Just
Go for it.
That's
Sorry.
my lighter.
Sorry. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Don't go
That's
anywhere.
my lighter, man.
Sorry. I do know him.
Oh,
I know him. I know
I
him.
said that's my lighter.
Sorry. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. No.
Misinterpretation. Go on, yeah.
Repeat the question.
So my question to you was, can you prove the seasons on any other model apart from a flat? Apart from a globe? They've been doing it for years.
Yeah, I can show it on some kind of infinite plane, but I can't because no one can go past the 60th parallel unless it's a predetermined route. So I can't. All I could say to you is I could clearly circumnavigate on a flat plane just by going east or west, and the magnetic north would pull me in. So I would. So seasons. And see as I'm circumnavigating, say that's the North Pole. If I go west, the North Pole is going to keep bringing north, magnetic north, magnetic north, magnetic north, yes? So without me making a claim,
Magnetism. But I'm saying that the Earth.
can I use these chairs to show you? Look, look. Let's say that's the North Pole. Let's say that's the North Pole, and this is maybe the coastline of Antarctica, yeah? So when the sun's here and circling in the northern hemisphere, it's further away from Australia, so it's their winter. Then when it comes out past the equator and goes on the other side to the southern hemisphere, it's away from the north. Well, have you looked at lunar have you looked at the yeah, so in my mind, it looks like a magnetic torus field.
The sun is so far
It looks
away,
like
it's
some
beyond the
kind of
vanishing
torus
point.
field. It looks like that would make sense.
What shape is it?
No, I'm talking about if you have you looked at the sun and the sun and 11. Have you looked at the sun? Have you looked at the pattern the sun makes? It's like a figure of 8.
24-hour sun going
Have
round.
you looked
You're
at
looking at when someone takes like a picture of the sun every hour and it's still hot.
Have you seen okay, so have you seen the images from the southern hemisphere and the northern hemisphere? Okay, so when you transpose those images, strangely enough, it looks like it's some kind of torus field, which again wouldn't work on that. So it doesn't show us what it is, but it shows us what it isn't.
Right, yeah, but it's just
so southern stars. So let me go for a good one. See the stars in the southern hemisphere. Okay.
how do you explain that?
Okay. The best way to explain the stars that I've seen, the stars that are seen in the southern hemisphere do not work on what we're taught. They don't work. They don't work. All they work on, the only way they work is if you are, pretend I'm on a table, okay? Because all it is clearly and observably flat, yeah? So imagine I'm on a table, I'm looking up at my sky here, someone on the table way over here that's looking up, not looking up at the same sky. Not looking up at the same sky. That's a very primitive representation. I'm just trying to make you visualize what I'm
Okay, to
saying.
scale, yeah. That's South Pole, that's North Pole.
Have you looked at the star charts from Peru? I'm saying it like South Africa, Peru, New Zealand.
I'll tell you what I've looked at.
So then what we should do, Belly, is we should leave this for a time when you can have an informed conversation about it, right? That's because you can't take my word for it. That would be magic for you to take my word for
What
it.
happens here? What happens is what keeps happening. And what you keep laughing.
We've got to argue on something we both know about, though. We can't argue about something unless we both know.
You can still fucking argue and you can learn. It doesn't fucking matter. No, I said you.
No, I agree with you.
Belly,
I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah.
I agree. Without knowledge and try to gain more knowledge. I agree.
Right.
Stop this stupid laughing shit. I'm gonna laugh, bro.
Okay.
It's not a baby. You're supposed to be my camera. You're the one that can't contribute. You know what? What some boy.
Can I borrow your light?
Some boy now.
No, actually, I think I've got one. I've got one.
He said a great. Don't forget that. Alright, the black to so I would say why I feel like that. You took a cop out there, yeah, and you know it, yeah, because you was smirking. As I was looking at it, yeah, I was saying that, boom, the star. What I have looked at, yeah, is the different star trails in the North Pole and the South Pole. And I've seen that the North Pole is going clockwise or anti-clockwise, and the South Pole is going opposite way. So if the North Pole, so if the North Pole is going one way, the South Pole is going opposite. That's what I found. I'm saying it's relative to the observable. If the North Pole is going one way and the South Pole is going the other way, yeah? How does that work on, you don't believe in the flat earth, but how does that work on anything else but a globe? Okay, let me ask you this. Where do the stars rise? They rise in the east, and they set in the west. Everywhere. So, what are you talking about? They don't go opposite. Well, where are you talking nonsense? Why do you rise and set? They rise in the east and set in the west. So that's just a silly question.
But I think but like you said, you're learning. Now you know.
Right?
No, but now you know you need to look into
But now you
something.
know. No, because everything rises in the east, it sets in the
I'm
west.
saying on a serious tip, if this was me, I'd be like, okay, now I need to look into that.
It looks like the stars are rising, the sun's rising, the sun is. That's what we're saying. But it's not actually rising. No, we're talking about our language. The language we use is that when we see Orion's belt,
That's another thing, the language. That's another kicker. As soon as you try and convey something that's more than what we were, hard, bro. It's
Especially if you
hard.
weren't taught it and you haven't looked into it, it's hard to compute.
Yeah.
So he's saying it's following the same sort of pattern. Yeah, the stars are supposed to be further out.
When they tell you
Make
it's
sure you shout out my
opposite.
YouTube channel as well.
Yes, I
Yeah.
will.
Shit,
I
shout
will.
out- shout out-
And will you say what it is? What's your
What is it? Belly Vision Global Waivers.
Global waivers. Come on, oh my
Wave
God.
it, gang.
Wavy gang for the
Global
Globe
waivers.
Deniers.
Get me.
Globe Deniers, press 1. Let's do that to make myself feel better.
You're who? Global what?
Roxanne the Globalist
Roxanne the
Denier.
Globalist. This is his thing.
Yeah, Roxanne the Globalist Denier.
And what shape is the world?
Yeah, well,
Nice.
I mean, I feel like, in
right,
my personal opinion,
you should have a bit of paper, a little test.
Do you know about? Do you tick?
Oh, please do. Go to www.allegedlydave.com. There's a
Yeah,
muggle
it's-
test on there. 10 questions. You've got 3 minutes to answer it. Survive and get 10 if you're bad. If you're bad, get 10. I'm woke and I got 9. I'm woke and I got 9. So yeah, there's a muggle test. There's loads of muggle tests up.
What it is, I'm saying, you can see the stars we call rise and set, right? You've seen the rise belt come up.
Or
the
should we
rest of the
say,
thing.
we can see the stars come and go.
And I'm just saying, yeah, that
Because rise and set is another, it's almost like begging the question.
Yeah, it is because you're kind of assuming.
Would you say
they're
rising and
rising.
setting is a little bit begging the question?
is what?
Because, like, see the languages, because the languages
I'm just saying,
are
rising, yeah.
coming and going. You say coming and going. Away and go, away.
The only thing I've seen is a sunset. And basically,
But because it looks like it's perspective, same as a corridor.
this is the language above the clouds, yeah? And then at certain times, when it's bad sunset, you can see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sunlight below the clouds.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that, right, it's the light hitting the sun at different angles. Depending on what way you're turning, this is why we're getting
The light from the sun hitting the earth.
It's the light.
Yeah, that's something as well, but I don't know.
That's why you
There's
can't
a
see
lot.
stars in the daytime. Because when we're facing the sun, the light from the sun is more intense than the light from the further away stars.
Or the firmament, according to some people.
Man,
I'm saying some people. Firmament, man. It's a bond and
I'm saying what some people say. I'm trying to represent both sides. I said that ionosphere, stratosphere, all these different things.
Right, man, know the word spheres in there as well. That's another begging the question.
No, I know.
See these globe heads? See these
Hey,
globe
where's
heads?
all the Globers though, man?
None in my chat.
They're in there. None in there.
I've got a couple with
That's
mods,
the man,
but they
yeah.
might not be in there.
What are they saying now?
Okay. Guys, what is...
This whole pathetic gathering down
Yeah.
this line. Tuesday.
I've no idea.
You know what? I don't mind if I get things wrong.
Okay, what is the chat room saying?
What it is,
Can you give your 2 cents worth, please? All of you. However many of you are participating in the chat room, please, can you put your 2 cents worth in so I can read a few comments out to these guys? Please.
That's his right. That's his right. That's his
Yeah.
right. Me and you used to be opposition having a start. And you two start against each other. Right. He's saying he didn't have a start of what it is. He's just against yourself. And I'm saying, you understand? That's the record. Not necessarily. Because she makes, no, I'm saying it's hard to debate the subject. Because you're on a defensive side. That's what it is. You're on a defensive because he's saying what you have.
Cheers, Billy.
You understand? So, here you go. I didn't give my brother his drink. Hey, shout out Roxanne for knockout.
Thank you.
Shout out. Yo, big shout out
To the
Thank you.
antagonist young lady. Yeah, I'm still going to be chasing you about in the conversation.
Roxanne, the Globalist Denier. I'm on tour next month with the Globe Live Tour, 15,000 miles across Europe over 3 months, where we're bypassing the censorship on YouTube and taking this conversation to pretty much every country in Europe.
Big up yourself.
Thank you. Cheers, darling.
When are you coming down again?
I might be coming down next week because I'm going away from the 17th and I won't be back until November. So there'll be about 3 months that I'm not coming here, but that's because I'm taking that across Europe
Okay.
instead.
Wrap up.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, no problem. Huh?
So, of course, that's what I'm there for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting. He gives me such a hard time in the chat room. I thought he would have come with better arguments today.
No,
I
but
thought
I
he was
remember
coming
hearing
fully
that
loaded.
something about, is it 8 inches or 8 miles or 8
We
meters?
never really got to the bottom of that, did we?
I don't know, but I heard it in the video. Was it your channel? He was on someone's channel talking about flat Earth stuff,
Yeah.
right? And he mentioned that same thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's someone else.
No. I don't, if it was, so sometimes I can't keep an eye on the chat room for the whole
It might have
time.
been Jedi's channel actually, because
Yeah?
some of them man they believe that.
Okay. So yeah, I find his line of question. It's just how he forms his questions that let me know.
Just
Yeah.
this Alaska's in darkness for 6 months. How is that possible on the flat Earth model?
As we said, like no one's got the full answers for what is going on. Mine are based on visual representation. So my visual representation is a model that has been taught, the heliocentric model that's been taught by all of the ministries of education internationally. You go out and make observations based on those calculations that the ministries of education are teaching. The land-based observations don't work. So at this moment in time, I'm not really prepared to, like you said, I'm not a scientist. I'm not going to be able to, I'm okay to say I don't know, but what I do know is like what I see clearly doesn't match up with what I've been taught. Yeah.
Can I have the flyer?
Of course you can.
Okay, so let's say, for argument's sake, this is Alaska,
Yep.
and the sun. How is the sun moving around this flat plane?
Okay, so like I said, my best
Wait,
guess,
hold on a sec.
my best
Look at
guess,
that flyer. What's on that flyer?
relax yourself. I'm handing it out. Did I print this? Did I design it? So you said, what is that leaflet? Am I stood here with a bunch of leaflets handing them out? Let's just do a non-mainstream media tip on this. The leaflets were in my bag, which are in another bag, which was given to me by someone. I'm not standing here handing out leaflets because they're not my leaflets. And then you ask me for a leaflet, and you go, "Raw, look what it is. Look no, it's not my leaflet." So, sorry, babe.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
So how does the sun move around the flat plane? What's the like?
Okay, so yeah, my best guess would be, like I was just explaining to Belly, that obviously we've got the North Pole, which is the only point on the compass that everything leads to. Any compass you are anywhere internationally.
You're saying that this is the North Pole.
Well, on the globe model, they say it's at the top as well. So at that point, there's no difference. Remember, this isn't my diagram, so I'm a bit reluctant to
I hear you.
to stick myself onto this.
So, but okay, let's say for argument's sake though, would your depiction of the flat Earth be similar to what we're holding here?
No.
Are you saying you don't have any idea in your head of what you invest in, of what it is?
Not anymore. No, I'm good. I don't have it. I've got nothing. I've
Do you
got
see how
nothing.
difficult that is for somebody when you're knocking?
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. You can knock down something without rebuilding something.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But it's problematic when you've got all of these different variations.
Yeah. Okay, my darling. It's awesome to see you, sweetie. I'm not going to get as well.
Soon, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll see you next month.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
here,
Right.
All right,
Darling. Take care. Hi. You're right.
Last week, no, a few weeks, last month, Dave said I must speak. Sorry,
Sorry. No worries.
Dave said I must speak with you because I was going to do an interview with him from Turn Radio a few times.
Oh yeah.
Talking about healing therapy and
Yes.
talking
Yes.
about health
Yes.
and that stuff. So I came here.
So, darling,
Yeah, I
he was
know.
unable to actually get up to London, but I am going to collaborate with him
No, but what I'm saying
and
is that
hopefully get him up here in the next couple of weeks.
would you like to do an interview on the radio, like a phone on the radio, talk about the flat earth?
Yeah, I mean, I would rather talk about the globe lie, not flat Earth. But
So what's your thing?
my stance is the globe's a lie, but the program response from people is that it must be flat then. So I'm not going to claim what it is, but what my observations with learned individuals have shown me is that
So
it's
your
not
thing,
what we've
sorry,
been
your
taught.
thing is what's it again?
I would just say the globe's a lie, but I'm
What's
not
that?
prepared to tell anyone what it is because I can't make any false claims like the
Global
ministries
line.
of education.
What's that? Global line.
The globe, what we're taught, sir. See this? See this? This here is my banner, and everywhere on this banner it just explains to you why what we've been taught is not accurate. However, my banner doesn't tell you what it is.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not sort of sure anyone's explored the room yet, so I'm not at liberty to start making crazy claims about what the Earth is. All I can say is that my land-based observations show me that it's flat.
Okay, I see.
I'm not sure about past the South Pole because there's the Antarctic Treaty. People can only take predetermined routes. So yes, I'm a globe denier who says Earth is clearly and observably flat.
Is this the first time you've come across
No,
it?
he's spoken to Dave Murphy before. Yeah. He's been up and spoken to Dave Murphy before, and he was going to do an interview. He's called the Astral Thief. He's been on quite a few YouTube contents. In fact, you've been on with Dave Murphy on Sun and Moon, haven't you? So he's actually been on panels with him. I'm just going to quickly keep an eye on my YouTube screen. I'm right here. I just need to check my chat room. Yes, of course. I'll give you that. Yep, no worries. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Obviously, this guy here, he's just talking to us as well. So, I'm so thirsty, guys. I've run out of drink again. Tiana and What Shape of the World have gone now. And them men are still there. They're just behind me. But, man, that's a lot of energy. A lot of energy going through pre-programmed responses with people. I don't know how much energy I want to give that stuff. It's very draining, and I just feel like it's quite unproductive, you know. So bear with me a second, guys. I'm just speaking to this gentleman here. Cool. So yeah, have you got a phone? Yeah, I'll dial it. I won't speak it out. Someone. Sorry, guys, don't take offence. I just don't want everyone knowing my mobile number. So yeah, I'll dial it in for you. I've got such a dry throat, mate. It's ridiculous. Yeah, perfect. A year, just over a year now. Yeah. West London. Yeah. Yeah. It's live streaming just now on YouTube, so I wouldn't call it right now. It's that phone right there. But there, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I've saved it. It's all saved. Yeah, so if you now go back into your phone book and search under R, it will be there. R-O. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not searching, that's adding again. So you've got to come out of that. Yeah.
Listen, some of the best arguments here. This
Right,
man's explaining the water thing now.
Are you serious?
Come. Please try it.
Give me 1 second. I'm just going to finish this. I'm coming over. R-O-X. X. That's me. There we go. All done. Perfect. Sorry, darling. Where do you want me to move it?
Over it. Come on, say that again, please.
Okay.
Yeah, and you gave the example of picking up grass and then dropping grass on the floor. That was your example as to why the ocean doesn't fall to the sky in the other bottom part of the earth.
Wow.
Showing that gravity attracts the fucking thing. But I'll give the example again. Right, I'll give the example again.
This is borderline tragic,
I'm going to
guys.
explain again.
This is
The
tragic.
example was,
This is
if
tragic.
he was a piece of iron,
I'm the Globe Deny people.
one sec, please. I want to hear this. If he was a piece of iron, and this was a really strong magnet, this button here, if it was loose, would be more hard to remove than if I tried to remove the whole of it. Yes? So how can I take a bucket of water out, but the whole blasted ocean, according to you, is pushed to the earth? No. Held up. It's not according to you. Everything on earth is reacting to gravity. But that doesn't mean to say that you can't lift something. You could pick him up.
Everything on the
You're not
earth,
listening to
yeah.
the problem.
Everything
How does
on the
gravity hold
earth.
the ocean, but allow me to pull a bucket of water?
This is hard work. This is like not good.
I don't get your point.
Has anyone brought any evidence? Have you got any evidence?
Hold on.
You can't
What's
show
the
me
magnet?
relative density and call that gravity, okay? You're bringing
I'm
up
saying
relative
he was
density in
iron,
front of me right now, and you're calling
and
it
the magnet
gravity,
was strong
so
enough to
I
hold
want to
him,
see some evidence,
and
so
I
I'm not
couldn't move
entertaining
him.
the conversation.
I won't be able to move the button either,
Right.
because it's small.
You're laughing, and that's your
It's
ego,
stronger
so
on that
enjoy it,
small
enjoy it. Stay wrapped up in it. You know.
A minute ago when I asked you about the sun and how it shines on things.
I don't need to know everything, but I do know about
not saying
what
I
I
know
do
it.
know about. What I used to know, was what I was taught, yeah. And then I started being a critical-minded, independent thinker. I started to look at things objectively instead of being a member of the team. Yeah. Once you come out of the team and you start going, let me just find out the truth, whatever it is. I don't need to be invested in this and that. Let me just look at what's clearly, observably, factually true. Yeah. So. Of course I have. Most people have. What is it you're going to tell me about it? Because I've spoken to pilots. I've spoken to commercial pilots and private pilots. No one accounts for curve. No one accounts for curve.
Well, I have family members who've flown Concorde, and
I'm not going there again.
it's ironic.
Okay. Are they here? Have you got them family members right here?
don't.
Then don't bring them into the conversation. It's long. It's long. I've got family that have been on Concorde. Yeah, I could be argumentative and tell you I've been on Concorde. Would you believe me? Would you believe me?
We was just.
If I told you that before I went to secondary school, I flew on Concorde to New York, would you believe me? I've got no reason to believe your family members. Then imagine, bruv, I actually went on Concorde, so there's no point in us bringing it up. I never saw the curve. I never saw the curve from a G4. I never saw the curve from no plane I've been on. I've never seen the curve. I'm talking commercial pilots, private pilots.
The question is, where's the
Do you know what they would have to do if they did account?
She's not promoting the flat earth.
You know.
She's not promoting flat earth.
That's what I'm saying. So now you've just shown me the whole conversation's been a program response.
From the beginning, she said
Shit. Shit.
Sorry. So what are you doing?
I'm promoting the fact that we're taught a lie, but you're taking that as flat earth, bruv. I don't know why you're doing that. That's a program response, and I'm trying to show you that, bruv, and you're not hearing me.
No problem.
Yeah.
I thought you was about
No, that's what I'm trying to show you this whole time. Yeah, cool. Cool.
All right, so Lucy, globalist refuters. Change it to that or something.
Roxanne the globalist denier. Roxanne denies the globe. Sorry? What? Myself, myself. My view is the International Ministries of Education have taught us all a partisan education.
I'm the same way.
I'm not
with any.
The fact that they teach the heliocentric model as fact and then perpetuate that with propaganda.
When you say they don't count,
But I'm saying, I wanted to hear an explanation for why.
when you're flying,
Do you know what you would do to have to account for the curve?
you know when you're flying,
It's probably an easier question. Yeah, of course you can.
when you fly from London to New York,
Yeah.
why do you go to Liverpool? So like, if
Do
you're
you know why you go over Liverpool?
Yeah.
Do you know why you go over Liverpool? Do you believe the exact position of the islands and the shape and the size of the islands that you're shown on maps? Is that what you believe?
Yes, I do.
That's a shame. So you should probably look into maps a little bit more.
Which map?
Do you understand that maps are developed to show power in countries? And do you know that there's no evidential factual basis?
The map of the
Some of the sizes of
country
countries are
Oh no, the
shown.
size definitely. But we're
Right.
talking about
So
where
he's
Liverpool
saying
is
to me,
relative to London.
okay, so do you actually believe that the UK is situated with London being directly south and Glasgow being
I've had no reason
straight
to disagree,
north?
so I have no idea.
Directly south.
Okay, so we're talking lines of longitude and lines of latitude. Do you know the accurate positions for things? And do you know what the fastest way is from A to B?
Well, I'm aware. Say, we'll go small scale.
You've just shown me, because the flight goes over Liverpool,
Yeah.
okay, you've just shown me, and everyone that's listening to this conversation, and of course it goes over Liverpool, sweetheart,
Yeah.
because the fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line.
But if it were a straight line,
No,
because
not
I've
let
been
now.
from London to Liverpool, and I'm aware of, well, it's quite
Do you mean in
hard.
an airplane?
Quite hard to-
Well, if you look
In
at
an airplane,
Straightest line.
I was going to bring up the position of the sun, but I'm guessing that's not the draft as well.
I'm just trying to find an example of some flight charts, guys, sorry. Alright, I've got no flight charts on me, sorry. I'm like heavily, this is not my leaflet, so I'm going to do the best I can here. This is really shit.
Blue Peter.
The map of the Earth you recommend.
No.
No, there are different projections. Like I said, have you studied maps at all? Do you know that there are legitimate
I studied
different...
the map that
Okay,
the
so,
Education
okay,
or
so what
whatever
map
is
does the
giving
UN
you.
use, sweetheart?
Huh?
What map does the
I
UN
don't know the name of it.
Okay, they don't use the spherical one, they use the flat projection. Okay?
North Pole projection, flat Earth map.
This
That's
is
what UN uses.
The UN
Let's
uses
have a look.
It's on the front of the thing, the podium.
That-
The logo.
It's UN logo.
It's
Well,
basically
that's
basically
because
that
if you
with a
put a
logo.
Okay,
logo
well anyway,
around
let's
it.
get back to Liverpool and the flight, okay? I'm really not going to actually be able to show you properly because look at the size of the UK on this
Yeah.
map. Okay, fastest point from point A to point B is a straight line. That's why it goes over Liverpool, okay? Look, I can't show you on this because it's not my leaflet, it's not good enough. But go and look up flight paths. Go and research flight paths, okay?
Go on.
Yeah.
There you go.
How does that change anything? I'm missed out that conversation.
Me too.
I had a different image of flat Earth map that I
had seen in my head that wasn't that one.
Okay.
In which London to New York does
Where
in a
did you see
straight
that?
line.
Where did you see
Does
that?
not
video?
You're saying the flat Earth map?
That's just some stuff online. You know that.
Yeah, there's a
People-
Okay, yeah. And I know there's a lot of people walking around going, there's all sorts of stuff online that's not accurate, but go on. Where did you see it? I mean, it's so poignant in your head. You'd think you'd remember where you saw that, so you could tell us all to inform ourselves on it, wouldn't you?
The flat Earth argument has been very clearly debunked. Is obviously different to yours. I did not. I did not show enough interest in it.
Okay,
but no, I'm sorry
so you
that I
saw.
can't
So
back
let me just get this straight. You're telling me about this apparent debunking that went on online with an argument. The content maker you can't remember that showed all of these maps and stuff and made all these crazy claims.
every map of the world I've ever
But
seen.
this is your argument. Okay, so let's
not proof, though,
bring
is
it
it?
back
You
to
agree that's not
basics.
proof, though,
Should we
is
bring it back to basics? How open-minded would you think you are? On a scale of 1 to 10. Anyway, without being a bit,
She's not the scale.
condescending.
Yeah, you're not on scale.
He wasn't being
Without being
condescending.
condescending.
He wasn't being
cool.
condescending.
Right, he did say you, but I saw the
No, he
condescending.
says
but
less
it's
than
cool.
you.
Less than you, right? So how? I want a number from you. I want a
I'm
number.
accepting that the fact that I've never questioned that.
I'd like a number. So how open-minded on a scale of 1 to 10?
What? And why would you say you're not so open-minded?
Oh, because I've
You've trusted the system so far. It's
I've
worked well for you.
trusted- Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm saying this is how we get into it, and then somebody hits a brick wall, and they start questioning all other
There
things.
are also lots of things I do question.
Okay.
And I'm culturally open-minded, and I'm, when it, like, I try not to, I'm politically open-minded. But I've never had any reason to genuinely question.
Okay, so let's bring it to education then, because you do seem to have quite a lot of faith in the education system at school.
Yeah.
So if we look into the ministries of education,
Yeah.
when they first started, why they first started, who started the ministries of education, what purpose they were used for, and why they decided to pick a model to put in the first place. Are you understanding what I'm telling you when I'm saying about partisan education? Because that's what we started off talking about, right, before we got off into all of this bit of a distraction of the conversation. I started out by saying, what's your main proof for believing that you live in the city? And that's what you were talking about. What's your main reason for believing that you live on what you're taught? Living on what you're taught.
That the
What's your just number one reason? Just give me your first and foremost
that
reason for believing you
education,
live on
in my point of view, education and science and the scale of the fact that the theory that the Earth is a sphere and similar things that by the vast majority are assumed to be true go so far beyond ministries of education in that they go,
of course, they go right into the Trilateral Commission, they go right through the Bilderberg Group, the international think tank, the IMF, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, you're absolutely right. They've obviously got a vested interest in this.
If I question that, yeah.
And then you look at the amount of money that the space agencies are giving. So what 53 million a day for America, over $1 million a day for the UK, over 3 million euros for Euro. Let's not even get into that stuff. So let's just look at internationally the millions, if not billions, of pounds that are spent in space every day, right? What do you think? You seem like pretty much astute boys, yeah? So I think you could probably give me an informed response. So in all the years that we've had space stations, what do you think they've given us? Just give me one example of what space stations, what space exploration has given us, what that investment has meant for our daily lives. What do we use? Give me an example of something we use in our everyday life. Something that you are using in your life. You don't use
I did use a satellite to get from my house to here. GPS.
Right, something that's in your home that you use. That's just something that is. Sorry?
TV.
Okay. So, all right.
You mean a satellite dish?
So you mean a high altitude balloon? But, Have you got any evidence? Can you show me a satellite in real life while we're here? Can you do that? For me now.
You're not about.
Have you got
Have I got any evidence to say it's not false? I can only give you CGI, so I can't give you evidence. I'm only going to give you what you're going to try and give me. So show me a real satellite in space.
Where you've got a certain number of hours in a day where you feel like we're never agree.
Okay.
But the
the main thing is
That's a shame for you,
that-
though.
Yeah.
Because do you want to know what space is giving you? Shall I inform you so at least if
Yeah,
someone
sure.
asks you again, you can give them
Just a
the
little
right answer and don't say satellites? Do you know who made satellites, sweetheart? Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman.
Well, I
okay?
have to say
They're not
it's-
space companies, they're military. But anyway, let me just finish. Here's the two things, boys, that the space agencies gave you since sliced bread. Teflon and Velcro. Okay?
Who?
That's it.
Who? What?
Teflon and Velcro.
Okay.
Big up the space agencies for
Teflon's got
that.
the bulletproof vest stuff.
Just the stuff we
Oh,
fry
that's
our
Kevlar,
eggs
right?
on, innit?
That's
And
Kevlar, sorry.
Teflon and
Yeah,
Velcro.
Yeah, not
And you came
No,
out.
but then
you-
if it's military, they're not going to tell us, are they?
Okay.
Yeah.
But your answer was invalid. So, and that's what I'm saying. For someone that thinks they're
Like a
quite
school
informed,
teacher.
at that point you decided to bring the conversation to a stop, which I would have done at that
Yes,
point
miss.
as well. So, I would suggest if you've got time to watch Netflix or any crap on TV, take an hour and a half to look at the fact you've been taught a lie. Inform yourself and be more clued up the next time you
There
have a
is actually
conversation.
something on there like that.
On Netflix, you got
I don't need any evidence.
flat-
I'm
the flat
telling
earth
you the
whatever.
claim
Huh?
that's been taught is wrong. I'm
Yeah.
showing evidence on my banner that it's wrong. Yeah?
you
You keep putting me into a basket. You need that. I know you need that. I know you need it. You need to label me into some kind of basket. But it's okay because all I did was I gave a full sizing that was given to you by man.
But do you understand her
And
point?
it's bad. I know.
What
because you don't know
she's
what to
saying
do with
basically
it.
is this:
Is
that there is a model that is
Huh.
spread across the globe,
Huh.
and people are porting for that model. She's saying. Hold on. No, she's not saying that. Check it out. Isn't that funny? You know what I'm saying? The Earth. Right? No, because I'm saying at the moment I believe in the globe, but I don't understand how the water is. I'm not with the team. I'm here like you.
Alright, so
I'm saying
on this note, yeah, I'm gonna take it upon myself to wrap this stream up today, yeah. I've been going for what only seems like all day now, and my mouth is dry. I need to go and get a drink, and I need to go back home to my children. So I got a bit triggered there, so I just want to shut up because they're young, innit? They're young. They're someone's kids. So let them go and inform themselves, innit? But on the same note, I hope you've enjoyed today. I'm going to evidently try and come back again next week before the Really Woke Me Up and before going on to the Euro Tour. I've done everything I can today, guys, to have informed conversations. I've really, really tried not to get triggered. I've really tried not to lead people down the garden path, which is going to waste their time. I've tried to streamline it as much as possible. And I am going to look at what I've done and said and try and streamline it some more. And if there's any constructive criticism you guys have got for me, please, I'm sure you can put that in the comment section, as I'm open to all suggestions. Thank you so much for being here with me. And the next time you'll catch me will be on Tuesday night at 1 o'clock in the morning. So it'll be like 1 o'clock Wednesday morning. With Paul on the Plains on Truth Frequency Radio. Also, Lifting the Lid and myself have done a podcast, which is going to be premiered on my channel. I'm just waiting for the confirmation dates for Lifting the Lid. And thank you so much to everybody that watched Really Woke yesterday. And again, we'll be back next Saturday with Really Woke. So in the meantime, keep the bell notification posted for the next podcast with myself and Robin. And again, what was the next thing? Yes, Truth Frequency Radio with Paul on the Plane on late night Tuesday night for UK listeners. And I think it's about 8 o'clock in the evening. Just go to Truth Frequency Radio, check it out, and get yourself sorted on there. Dolly, everyone in the chat room, Isabella, Awaiting Wisdom, Black Paint, Oregon, Ricardo, Coffee Paul, Marilyn, Musicians for Truth, Chris Matt, Finding the Curve, Doc Michael, A. McKinsey. Look, sorry guys. Well, GB 45.
The weight is the force, yeah? The weight is all going down, yeah?
Ted Summer.
The weight is gravity.
Red Lines. Prince James, John Q. Public.
Yeah.
People like to pass the thing all talk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed today. I'm literally, my throat is dry, and even though there's still more people to talk to, look, like, I don't even know who's Chuck Stanton.
Towards the sky, and then where? And then where?
I know Astra's still here
Why
somewhere,
does water stay on Earth?
but
How does water stay on Earth in the first place?
there's a lot of people.
Why is there water on Earth if the weight?
Barry's still here as well.
Doesn't just float
The
away?
whole place
Why
is
does the weight
busy.
of water stay on Earth on this?
The whole place is busy. So, you know, if I can charge my phone up and I do stay longer, I'll go live again. I think this might be it for today, guys. So again, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to be with me here today while I've been speaking to Jonah, Hyde Park, London, talking to people about the fact that the globe is a lie. I'm hoping you've enjoyed the interactions you've seen, because I've enjoyed showing you the interactions that have been going on here. Much love to you all. Until next time. Bye.